Real quickly, guys, before this episode begins, make sure to stick around to the end of the video where we will announce the winner of Thin Ice, as well as the comment question of the day. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Challenge Lock series, a series where we're continuing the show that not all locks are created equal. Today, I have the absolute pleasure to be picking Abloy ProTech 3. This is a self-proclaimed unpickable challenge lock. You can see it's got some pretty nasty max violating bitting. We got that little Abloy engraving on the face there. So let's go ahead and throw it in the vise and get this episode started. Okay, so we have the lock in the vise, and we are going to attempt to pick this self-proclaimed unpickable challenge lock. And after, or if we get this open, I will, when we do the gutting, I will share with you guys why this is quote-unquote unpickable challenge lock. Okay, so now let's throw this in here. Is that where I want it? That's the question. There we go. Okay. There we go. We got it open that direction. Let's see if we can get it open the other direction. Okay. This should be... or set one. There we go. We got it up in that direction. Alrighty. So the self-proclaimed unpickable challenge lock has been picked both directions. Let's go ahead and gut it and see what we got inside. Okay, so we had the lock gutted, and you know, you can definitely tell there was a lot of time and love that went into this challenge lock. First off, I want to show the key. We looked at it earlier, but I was going to show it again. You can see it's a custom max busting hand cut key. There were no mods to the Bible. No threading, no countermilling. And in the plug, it's hard to say. It didn't appear there's any mods, but if I run my hook on chamber 6, it catches a little bit on the sides. You can kind of see it like maybe there's an attempt at some counter milling, or maybe this is scratches. I can't really tell, but the other chambers don't look clean. They look clean. There's nothing I can see in those. We have spring variation in all the chambers and a lot of custom pins. Chamber 2 specifically has a ball bearing to make it, don't run away, make it harder to, oh, my magnet's interesting. The hook's a little magnetized for some reason. To make it more, to slip off that pin, let me put it that way. So before I start looking at them in the microscope, I just wanted to show you guys this note. So this is basically his description on why this should be unpickable. It's a 6-pin core ball bearing. We looked at that, but this plunger maximum security pins is what he's claiming makes it unpickable in the normal tensioning way. So by float picking it, we were able to get past that. Obviously, you can see that when you tension the core, it binds up on that T-pin, and then when you try to push up, it gives counter rotation and drops other pins. So you gotta kind of bully them up and float pick it, and it's challenging bitting. And then this is chain challenge lock, and it has people to send it to on the back. So let's go ahead and throw some of these pins under the microscope. Let's look at key pin 1. So we got this lovely torpedo style with some serrations on it. Very nice pin work on this. It looks rough, but I think in this application, being rough is good because you want it to catch on the top shear line by oversetting as much as possible. Chamber 2, we got the ball bearing and the standard pin. Chamber 3, we got a standard pin. Chamber 4, however, has probably the coolest key pin that I've seen in quite a long time. Like, this is a crazy looking key pin. I absolutely love this. And this is a zero lift pin, so you're gonna get counter rotation thinking you're pushing up that, if you didn't know what the key was, you would get counter rotation pushing up that standard pin thinking it was a T-pin, and definitely overset that, and you'd catch a lot on these serrations. But this is just, I'm in awe on this pin for some reason. It's just like super cool looking. Key pin 5, we got another torpedo inspired pin. You can see it's not quite as sharp on the top, it's a little more rounded, but we definitely got that neck with that singular serration there. And number 6 is a standard pin. So that's all the key pins. On the driver pins, come on, driver pin 1, work with me. So it's in this orientation. So when it catches on the shear line, it'll kind of go like that. If that makes any sense. Like in that picture we looked at. So you can see it's going to give counter rotation as it pushes up past the fat end, going into it. Here is our first reverse T-pin. So you can see that with that hard stop at the bottom there, once it rotates past that, you have to float to get this wide portion out of the shear line, or up past the shear line. Now specifically chamber 2, it looks like this might have been, I can't tell, might have been a 2-part pin. Maybe it broke off at one point, I'm not certain. If I can flip this over. Come on. There we go. So you can see it's definitely sheared off. Or maybe it was intentionally like that, I don't know. So number 3, we have another one of these reverse T-pins. This one's not as egregious as the previous one. And we got a little step down lip going to that fat section as well. So number 4, we have another reverse T-pin, but like I said, it's a zero lift chamber, so this one not going to have much effect on the picking experience. So number 5, we have a reverse T-pin with a master wafer on the top portion. I think that master wafer is just to prevent the spring from getting caught up on this pin. And you see we got that fat section there. And number 6 is the same as number 5. We got a master wafer, though this one has a longer neck to push past. Ooh. So that is the awesome pin work and mechanism of the Ablay ProTech 3 challenge lock. Stick around to the end of the video. We will announce the winner of the previous week's challenge lock and the comment question of the day. Alrighty, so you should be seeing on your screen the winner of Thin Ice by Locksport Viking. And if you'd like to claim this challenge lock, shoot me your address to my email. My email is runepicker@gmail.com. And with that out of the way, we will go over today's giveaway. Now, I would normally give away this Ablay ProTech 3, but this is actually going to Mr. Blackmagic next. But as I've said in the past, I don't like doing a challenge lock video without giving away a challenge lock. So today we are going to be giving away this challenge lock. This is Iron Suit by Salt Maker Shaker. There we go. Now you can see. And this one's a pretty tricky one. Now, I will say, fair warning, gut this at your own risk. But it is a working challenge lock, and it's fairly tricky. So if you'd like to win this challenge lock, put down in the comments the comment question of the day using the hashtag CQOD. And the comment question of this week is, what is the thing you're looking forward to most after this lockdown and COVID has ended? For me, we are just now finally starting to get to a point where we can travel, and that's what I miss the most. Like for work, I used to travel around the world doing installs for boats and stuff like that. So I'm actually finally able to go up to Alaska for the first time in a year and a half now. Actually, probably close to 2 years now, actually, but so that's what I'm looking forward to most, traveling. Put down in the comments using the hashtag CQOD what you're looking forward to, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Thanks. Bye.